Good afternoon, Keto for Real Life people here, and look at me being on the dot. How is everybody doing? I can see here. I'm going to get my little laptop up and running so that I can join it. Yay! I just want to let you know super chats are open. There we go. If you are already a member, you have some special emojis, and I created a new one last week for you too. I'd love to see them because I can't see them unless they come up in the chat box. So, hey, Kimberly. Hey. I want to make sure that I've got there. Yay. All right. Oh, what a week. How was everybody's week? So, Keto for Real Life people, if you are new and you've never been here before, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. I don't know. I try to remember all of that sort of stuff that you're supposed to do. But you know me. Oh, okay. There we go. My glasses are bothering me today. So let's get down to it, y'all. This last week, how did everybody else's keto journey go? How were you doing things? Let's do a little recap of last week. So last week, I discussed trying to do something because I was really, one of my main culprits that I was suffering with was inflammation and bloating. Okay, so I knew that I was eating right. I knew that I was on plan. I knew that I was doing well, but I just could not get a grip. And I'm talking about like edema of the legs. Like you could press in on my legs and my rings were just too tight. And oh my goodness, I was miserable for like 2 whole weeks. But I decided to try to do a little bit of elimination, a little bit of modification, and I did both. I'm happy to report this, y'all. I eliminated processed meat. And by processed meat, I'm talking about summer sausage, hot links, kielbasa. I still enjoyed a little bit of bacon, no lunch meat, because I was just grabbing and going, just really keeping a busy schedule going, trying to just, keep it keto, stay on track, not go off plan. And in the meantime, I was just holding a lot of water. The other thing that I noticed was that every time I had dairy, I felt just bloated, And so I cut back. I just want to let you know, guys, sometimes you need to modify and or eliminate certain things to see if that is what the culprit is. Now, I said that last week I was going to do this for a couple of weeks, and I am still doing that, okay? It has made a difference for me. I eliminated the processed junk meat, and I really cut back on the dairy. I had a little cheese here. I had a little bit of maybe some Mexican sour cream, which is called crema, topped on a little bit of salad or something like that. Maybe some salad dressings over my salads. I had some ranch dressing and, stuff like that. It made a huge difference. Just since I've talked to you guys last week, my scale is down 10 pounds. Now, do I think I lost 10 pounds of fat? I really don't. No, but I did lose a lot of inflammation. I am so thankful for that, y'all. My rings are not as tight. I can actually spin them and move them. I had got my ankles and my feet back because they were just so swollen. My stomach feels flat again, much flatter. My clothes don't feel as like they're squeezing me in half. So it made the biggest difference. And so I'm continuing along that way. Just want to let you know. Like I said, I'll eat a little bit of bacon, but as far as the rest of that stuff goes, I'm not going to be adding it back. The dairy, no, haven't been really heavy on it, like I said, so I will continue along that way. And so long as the inflammation is continuing to go down, I am going to take that as a very awesome non-scale victory. Even though the scale moved, because I could tell, obviously I stepped on the scale, and just little by little it started coming down over the last 7 days. I'm taking it as a non-scale because of the way I feel health-wise, without the inflammation, without the swelling. So, and believe it or not, that's affected my mood. So I'm not quite as cranky, being so puffy and inflamed and achy and joint pain and all of that. So I see people are popping in. I see Kimberly and my baby Elizabeth. Miss Sharon is here, and Rita. Thank you, Rita. Yes, any, I'll take whatever I can get, y'all, at this point. For real. Oh, I got a cramp in my back, though. I probably need to have a little bit of salt or magnesium or something. I am out of magnesium. I was out of magnesium last week. And I still haven't gone to the store. I mean, heck, I just made it to Walmart today for the first time in like 2 weeks. I mean, I haven't gone grocery shopping. Had to run in for a little something here or there and just get in, get out in no time to do any shopping. So, oh, it has been non-stop. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Susan. Cheers from Chicago. Yes, so today's talk, believe it or not, is the doctor's appointment. So over the last few weeks doing this menopause series, which is just basically me on my keto journey and dealing with the hormones and everything, one of the things that I said I had to quit doing was procrastinating and get myself into the doctor and have an appointment and discuss my hormones, discuss some skin issues, discuss a few things. So I finally did it, and I finally went to that appointment on Monday. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to hear what this was all about? Oh my gosh. I've been saving this, so I mean, and I'm still just like, I can't believe I went. So here's how it went. Kind of how I knew it was going to go. I go to the doctor, who's not in the office, by the way, because of COVID. Every doctor's appointment I've been to with my husband, we've seen a doctor. But my doctor, nah, not so much. I had to go in, pay a copay. I had to just step on the scale. No blood work, no urine, no nothing, even though I requested labs. And then I went to an exam room where they handed me a tablet, and I had a FaceTime call with this doctor from his home. And how did that go? Let's get into it. So first of all, I had already told the nurse when she was getting me ready for the doctor what all was going on. I named off symptoms. I talked about joint pain. I talked about weight gain. I talked about mood swings. I talked about depression. I talked about low libido. I mean, vaginal pain. The whole shebang. Okay, so I listed a bunch of things, and again, some skin issues. So when I do get to talk to him and I start going over these things, he listens to me. And then he looks at me, and this is it. This is why I don't go to this doctor. He looks at me, y'all, and he tells me right off the bat that, let me get this right. Let me just get this right for you guys. That low libido, mood swings, and weight gain are not related to menopause. I'm just going to wait for a second while you guys take that in and leave some sort of emoji. Mind blown, shock, I don't know. I mean, that's just the way, that's where I was, right? So I'm dealing with this middle-aged man. I'm gonna say more than middle-aged man, who's not the healthiest himself. Let's just put it that way. Tell me that weight gain is not a thing for menopause. My depression is not a thing for menopause. My mood swings are not related. And I'm going to tell you another thing. I got pissed. Oh my God. I got so mad, y'all, because I was like, I knew that I did not need to come and see you. I had already, this is me talking to him. I already knew not to come in and see you, not to make this appointment, because this was what I was expecting. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, oh, okay. Let me just point something out. How many? I said, do you honestly believe that there are only like 4 symptoms associated with menopause? Are those symptoms like my period stopped? I kind of got night sweats. Yeah, I'm having hot flashes. And yeah, what else? What else do you know about? He just kind of looked at me like I was shocked. I was like, did you know that there are 40 symptoms associated with menopause? And he looked at me and he said, how old are you? He looks and he's looking at my chart and looks up at me, and I'm like, 55. Then he proceeds to say, you should have been done with your menopause by the age of 53, because women are done with it by then, so you're running late. So when you saw my post, if you follow me on Facebook, and I Monday posted a picture of a brain exploding like a planetary, that's the way I felt. Like, really? I mean, who, what? This is how I felt. Like, my God. I cannot believe that this man believes that all women are done with menopause by the age of 53. And that these other symptoms, they're not even off the wall ones. Like, I didn't give him, pooey fooey. Somehow, some way, there we go. So, I did not give him like random symptoms like electrical shocks running through my body. I did not give him urinary tract issues. I mean, these are pretty legitimate big ones right here. He then says to me, I'm going to read y'all's comments in a minute because I can just see them going like crazy. He then says to me, well, let me remind you, you came in with a mindset that you were not going to have a good appointment. You already had a preconceived idea of how this was going to go. So that's why you're upset. No, now here's where I get upset. For real. Because I had to sit there and I said, look, I don't mean to be rude with you, okay? I really don't. But quite honestly, there are 40 symptoms associated with this. He stops. He says, but wait a minute. I see last September you were up 10 pounds. Yeah, I already went through the whole darn thing with you. I already explained when my period stopped. I missed my first one. I'm regular like the moon. I mean, you can set the moon and the tides on my periods. And mine did not come last June of 2019. A 3-day period in July of 2019. Nothing until April of 2020. And that was one period and nothing since. And I had told him I had been steadily gaining weight. I also was very honest because he knows I'm keto. I was also very honest with the fact that after gaining 20 plus pounds, just eating my normal way of eating on keto, that I just said, screw it. I went down the path of going off plan, and then I quickly realized my mistake, but I had been dealing with my addictions for months, trying to get myself back on track and piling more weight on. So, I mean, I was very, very transparent with him. His solution for me, by the way, was to then skip over that and say, well, looking at your labs last year, I noticed that you had slightly elevated cholesterol. Like, this dude did the whole avoidance thing. Menopause symptoms, hormones, lab work, all out the door, because now all he wants to talk about and wants to know if I want medication for my high cholesterol. No, I do not. Thank you very much. And I told him that. I said, no, I don't give two craps about my cholesterol, Dr. So-and-so. I'm not going to name his name. I said, you already know how I feel about that too. I said, I am not one bit concerned about my high cholesterol. What I'm concerned about is my A1C. I am concerned about my triglycerides. I am concerned about my blood pressure, by the way, which was 124/82 going into this visit today. I do not give two figs for the numbers on my cholesterol. My whole body is made of cholesterol. And mind you, this is the conversation I'm having with him. And I honestly kind of think I'm having it quietly. Just saying, I'm putting that out there, that I didn't think that I was very loud about that. I was talking to a tablet, you know. the way the appointment ended up, y'all, was with him saying, well, would you like to get a referral to a gynecologist? I said, yes, yes, I would, please. And we'll also get you one for a dermatologist. Yeah, because I showed him some spots on me that had popped up, and he's like, well, I can't really see through a tablet. So $40 out the door, no labs at all. Very frustrating. Oh, and I gave him some money. And that's how that went. I've been really, you know, anxious to share with you guys this week the process of going to a doctor who is not even in the same decade. I don't even think he's in the 2000s yet, quite honestly. I think that he's stuck somewhere back in the 90s. And quite frankly, I don't even know then. I mean, they still knew more about menopause than he did in the medical books. So, okay, yeah, Barbara, I see you. She's writing in all caps, so that kind of stood out for me. So, this is why the name of this series this week is Be Your Own Advocate. I want to tell you, when I walked out of that doctor's office down to the receptionist so that I could pay my bill and get my referrals, you know, my daughter was there, the two receptionists were there, and Melissa started laughing. And I was like, what? And she's like, oh my God, we could hear you. And I was at the very back of the building in the last exam room of that office. And they're like, we can hear you. Just giving him what for? I guess it comes with menopause and my age and stage in life, because I got no time for this, you all. Neither do you, quite frankly. And that takes us into be your own advocate. You know, if I had maybe been younger or less experienced, or if I didn't know what I know now about my health and my cholesterol and my, you know, health markers, I might have just let that doctor tell me it was all in my head. I might have just let him put me on antidepressants and cholesterol medication, and God knows what he was going to give me for my low libido. But I could have just let that happen, because it's real. People do it all the time, y'all. Isn't it? I wish there was hearts and likes, because that lets me know that y'all are knowing, following along with me, or agreeing, or passionate. But it's true. How many people really trust every word that comes out of their physician's mouth? Like, if my doctor said it, then I have to do it. I have to take the medication they say I have to take. I have to live the life that they've allotted me the way they tell me to do it. And in the meantime, I'm still not getting any better, and my medical problems aren't solved. That's the cold hard fact. Yeah, that's the way it is. So I got my referrals. I just got a call today from the doctor's office, and they're working through my insurance, because I don't have the best insurance. I'm happy to have some insurance, okay? And I'm going to go to, hopefully, a doctor who will listen to me. I will tell you one thing that I am doing, and I'm just waiting for all of my referrals to come through, and then I'm going through my insurance online, and I am going to switch physicians. That was it for me. I mean, if you've got a cold, he'll give you cough medicine. If your back hurts, he'll give you something for that, you know. That's it. Anything beyond that, it was useless. And after hearing some of those statements, particularly about mood swings and weight gain, I just knew that I had to get another doctor. So I'm going to take a minute after that little segment right there, and I'm going to look at any comments or questions that you guys might have, and you know, I'll address them or talk back with you on it. So, okay, let's see. Hey y'all, what a crock. This is Life Adventure and Keto. Yes, quack, faces, stop, a laughter, mind blown. Oh look, Sharon put up one of the little custom emojis. Yay, it's Chef Nancy. Insane, angry faces, mind blown, been on the same awful journey and ended up with breast cancer. Oh my God, how scary is that? My gosh. How did you keep silent? Well, Tanya, I did not keep silent. That was the problem. And you know, I kind of run into this problem quite often. I'm going to just tell you quite often, because I'm not just my own advocate. I advocate for my husband when we go to doctor's appointments. If I get to go in there with him, you know, he's had a lot of issues. He had carotid artery surgery a year ago in November. And he's had back issues. He's been to specialists and he's been to neurologists. I mean, just so many different appointments. One yesterday, for instance. Wonderful doctor. I can't say enough. He was very, very thorough. He talked really super fast, and he had a very, very heavy accent. And his last name was so long, I kid you not, it's spelled out like this long. I couldn't pronounce it if I wanted to. But he's from India, and it was more of a translation, especially, you know, husband's wearing a mask, he was wearing a mask, so it was just, so we got down to the nitty gritty. My husband, by the way, is going to be having a back surgery here as soon as they push that all through our insurance and they get it scheduled. So I expect within a month he's having his back fused, major surgery. So my point being is, when I've gone to doctors like yesterday, there were questions to be asked, because there were actually a couple of options that my husband could choose from to help him with his back. And I'm not one bit shy anymore about asking those hard questions. Like, yeah, this one the doctor was super excited about, 100% pain free, gonna be great. And I looked at him and I said, well, let me ask you this. He might be, with this one procedure, pain free. It's a miracle. It's wonderful. He'll be off pain pill. I said, but will he be fixed? Will he be limited still? Could he possibly injure himself even more because he isn't feeling that pain? He's all, excellent question. Yes. What if I hadn't asked that question, right? So I don't just advocate for myself. I advocate when I'm with my family as well, or, you know, in-laws, whoever. You've got to be the one to stand up for yourself. And, you know, I don't have the best insurance. I really don't. It's paid for by my husband's company he works for. I'm thankful for it, truly. I mean, because we still get seen and we still get taken care of. But it just maybe takes a little bit longer, you know, to find a doctor who accepts an HMO, because now they all accept PPOs or whatever. But I am taking into account that this guy does take it, and no wonder. He's just making money. He's not in it for the learning experience, that's for sure. No, this was not a GYN. This was a family practitioner, a GP. I would have pushed the off button. Hey, there was a thought, Rita. And maybe a woman doctor. And, you know, that would be awesome, because I did have a woman doctor at one point. There is one doctor I've been wanting to go to so badly. Elizabeth got him through her insurance through work. I told her, I said, go to him, go to him, go to him. He understands keto. He understands bioidentical hormones. He's here locally. He advocates for healthy eating, keto, paleo, low carb. He's all about it, nutrition. But alas, they don't accept my insurance. Ah, yes. He had no idea who he was talking to. You know more than him with the license. So, I do sometimes feel pompous, and I get this from doctors all the time. Heart doctors, I've gone up against them, cardiologists, surgeons, you name it. If I have a concern, I'm going to voice it, and they don't particularly like it, because doctors have something called God syndrome. And how do I know this? Well, while I was working on my associate's degree in healthcare administration, it went through all of the relationships that we have in the medical profession, including the doctor-patient relationship, the doctor-nurse relationship, nurse to doctor, nurse to patient. You get it. And that is exactly in the textbook what they call it, the God syndrome, you know. And they're used to it because whatever they say goes with patients. Or the daddy syndrome, like, I'm here, you take care of me, that trust. And so sometimes when you go up against it, you're going to meet a lot of resistance. And don't let it get to you. Don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them make you feel shamed. Don't let them do that. And even if they do that, you can always pop off and just like, see you later. I'm getting a new doctor. I'm getting a second opinion. I don't agree with what you're saying. You're not listening to me. You are my doctor. Yes, I hired you. I can fire you. All right. Strong laughter. Oh, I know, right, Elizabeth? She's just laughing at me. She does speak her mind. Yes, I do, baby. Deborah says, I'm 58, grew up thinking doctors knew it all. It's a new day. Research and advocate for yourself. Sometimes you're just a number. And a lot of times you are. Production is everything. Yeah, I notice now that when I go to the doctor, there's always a follow-up appointment. Hello, I just came in for a physical. I don't take any prescription medications. My numbers were great, all right? So now you want to see me in 3 months. Why? Why do you want to see me in 3 months? And when I did go and see you, because I was like, why do I have an appointment? Well, we're just checking on you. I'm good. You got 40 more bucks. And now how much are you billing my insurance company? And we'll see you in 3 months. Hello. No. That's another thing I've had to talk to them about. And if you don't show up for your appointment or cancel it within so much time, then we're going to bill you anyways because you missed an appointment. It's all about that money, honey. It's just, it's a money-making scheme. Now, I'm not here to tell you that all doctors are like that because I don't believe that. I have met some wonderful doctors. I really have. But you've got to know who's good and who's not. If you will find a doctor who will listen to you, and not just patronize you or condescend to you or look down their nose at you, who is taking the time to listen to your concerns, offer solutions. If they don't have the answer, they're willing to send you to somebody who does. That's what you need to be looking for when you are having a relationship with your physician. So, all right, there we go. I hope that did help somebody. I spent the first 30 minutes of this segment talking about this. I really felt it was important that you understand that you really do need to be your own advocate. If you don't, no one else will. All right? It's frustrating. I still have labs that I want done. I wanted to know more in depth about my thyroid because my thyroid can be affected by anything, not just my hormones, So I did not end up getting any labs. But I'm going to be patient because I'm going to get these referrals to the other 2 doctors. Like I said, I'm going to go searching in the network, and I'm going to go for another doctor, and I'll see what I get. Kimberly, find a woman. I did. Isn't it weird? Because sometimes I think women doctors are excellent, and sometimes I cannot stand them. I'm just going to put it out there because you know how we are. We are fickle little witches. That's a good word. Yeah, we're fickle. Sometimes I feel very comfortable with a woman doctor. Sometimes I feel like I just want to pinch her freaking head off. I came up with this today. Hashtag character matters. And it is in all areas of your life. If a doctor has good character, I don't care if they are male or female. I've had excellent male doctors. I've had excellent female doctors. I have had jerk doctors of both sexes. So I don't care what the gender is. I just care about the character. And that's really the takeaway, guys. If you will find somebody who truly cares about people's health, then you're in good. You're going to be fine. So... By the way, I'm drinking tea. I always have water in here, but I am enjoying tea. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm thirsty though. All right. Plan of action. What am I doing? What have I been up to this last week? Well, husband going to the doctor, me going to the doctor. My mom took she almost fell last week. In doing so, she hurt herself severely. Okay, she tried to break a fall and ended up straining her. So I had her transported to the hospital. It's been a really busy, hectic week, as usual in real life family. um, I have, I'm very pleased to say that through all of the ups and downs this week, and last week I got the hiccup when I did that, I am feeling better and better and better. The longer you're on keto, right? I know that not every single one of my followers has gone off the wagon. But for those of you who have gone down the slippery slope, for those of you who have gained weight, who feel like you're trying to get back on track and you can't get back on track, I'm here to tell you you can. So I have had lots of comments, y'all. Lots of comments, support. I've mentioned that every week on these videos. And one of the main over and over repeat comments that I am getting, or emails that I am getting, is the struggle is real. When I did this video a few weeks ago and talked about my weight gain and everything that had taken place, I also talked about the addiction of it, and we really kind of got into how hard it can be to get back on track, how to get past the cravings, the occasional slip-ups that keep you from truly getting back to where you should be. Well, I'm here to tell you, I challenged myself to my best 3 weeks. When I'm coaching somebody and they have either fallen off and want to get back on, or they're brand new to keto and would love to get started, I always ask them to give me their best 3 weeks. I feel like 3 weeks is just the right amount of time to get past your addiction. I mean, it really is, to get set free from it again and to start seeing the benefits from eating keto and living your best life, you know. When you set a small goal, it's much easier to achieve than a long-term goal, you know. I've always found that setting a small goal and then a next goal and a next goal, even stepping them out, like writing 3, 4, 5 little goals down, can be really, really helpful for me, because I could get that first one down and feel really proud of myself, and then I know that I can get that next one. Now, if I had written point A to point K, and I tried to take those big steps without all the little ones in between, I might feel overwhelmed. I might feel like it's unattainable. I might feel like I'm gonna fail. And then once I get that thinking going that direction, I will. That's just me. And I myself have been that kind of person going, I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to get back on track. I feel I did good today. I did good today. I did good the next day. I didn't do so good day 3. Day 3, I was already like, well, a little bit of this or a little bit of that. And then because I did that, my own advice would be, just don't beat yourself up. Just keep going. Just make that next meal keto. But it's not always that easy. So that's because of the addiction. Once you're fat adapted, you guys, once you are in a spot where you are truly fat adapted, your body is running on fat for fuel, your brain is using ketones for energy, your glucose stores are pretty much depleted, and they're, you know, your body makes, your muscles make a little bit of glucogen for your brain and stuff, but your main source of fuel is ketones. You are using fat for energy. You can honestly have a little something here or there and not think about it and realize, hey, that wasn't so hard. I don't have to beat myself up. I'll just make my next meal keto, and you keep moving on. But if you keep doing it long enough and you jump out of fat adaptation and now you're running on glucose again and all of those symptoms are coming back, it's not so easy to just jump back on. So again, your best 3 weeks, it is better than saying the rest of my life, I've got to do this, you know, so long. 3 weeks is nothing, y'all. 1 foot in front of the other, 1 meal at a time. fatty foods. Don't worry about weight gain or weight loss. Just worry about getting fat adopted. Get your body into a place that it's working and burning fat and ketones versus glucose. 3 weeks is just so attainable. And even if you're not perfect, don't worry about it. Say you did good for 5 days and then the weekend came around and you ate pizza that night with your family. You still, my advice to you still would be, don't beat yourself up. Make that next meal fat. I mean, if you got to sit there and eat a whole stick of butter until, you don't want anything else, then do whatever it takes. Because I guarantee you, 10 days with only one mess up gets you that much closer to 3 weeks. And in 3 weeks, you're going to start getting that, like, your brain will become clear. The brain fog goes away. I posted a picture the other day of brain fog. I am pretty positive. I'm going to say I'm about 95% positive that I accidentally ingested some gluten. Well, how do you know? Because I know. Here's the thing. I am gluten intolerant, according to my doctors. I don't have a celiac because they said it's just too expensive to test for that. But I do definitely have a celiac, gluten intolerance. It's funny that when I'm not eating on plan and I'm just eating whatever and I feel sick all the dang time with the bloating, the weight gain, the mood, everything just feels terrible, right? I don't think anything about eating bread. I don't think anything about it. But once I get myself on track and my system starts getting cleaned and I have eliminated a whole source that I know that I'm not supposed to have, such as gluten, when I do get it in my system, my God, it hits like a ton of bricks, okay? A ton of bricks for me. So my daughter went to the Mexican food store and she had picked up some carne, the taco meat. It was pork with the chili and everything on it. And I had been gone. I was gone all day long, hospital stuff with mama. And she said, dinner's done. I was like, great, I'm hungry, I'm ready to get home. So I made myself a salad, like a taco salad. Put some of that meat on there, put a little bit of that crema, a little cheese, made a salad. And I ate it. And I noticed, I was like, wow, it was salty. And I do eat salt. So it was even salty for me. The next morning, one of my tells is bags right here, like water sacks. They weren't bad, but they were there. The other thing was I was bloated. My fingers, everything. And I had been doing so well without processed anything. So I was bloated. I had puffy face. I was inflamed. But the brain fog, I felt like I had a hangover. I felt like I'd been drinking liquor. Like I just needed to go to bed and lay down. That's what happens. So, and when something like that happens, I kind of freaked out a little bit because I was like, oh my gosh, now that it probably wasn't enough to put me out of ketosis or anything like that, but it was enough to make me have a down day. Like it knocked me flat out down. But I'm still going strong. I'm looking at coming up on a month of being keto, and my mindset is changing. My brain is becoming clearer. My energy levels are coming back. I haven't had much sleep, and I'm surprised that I'm even going. I ran in and put some makeup on my face just before this, just so I could do this, because I had a long day yesterday. Didn't get home till 8:30. Was up over half the night, and then running today. Excuse me. And so, anywho, your best 3 weeks, guys. Make yourself little goals. Don't beat yourself up over the little things. Yes, you might accidentally ingest something you shouldn't. That's one thing. But if you do ingest something on purpose and you decide to eat, whatever it is, just put the fat on. Put the fat on and make little goals. I felt like I ran on for a minute. Okay, let's see here. Have you followed Dr. Mindy Peltz regarding menopause? No, but that's twice I've heard that. And I have been like slam jam nonstop for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Again, with family and going and running, a lot of things I've had to do in the last couple of weeks. But I will definitely, I'm going to write that down right now so that Dr. Mindy Peltz. I'll write it down because once it's in my book, then at least it's there. It's not lost in my phone somewhere. Rita says, I'm on a very slippery slope and I have to get my blood work done again in October for borderline diabetes. Emotions are playing with me, hurricanes, family, COVID. Yes, yes. Again, we talked about coping skills, dealing with these sort of stresses. You know, I don't know, maybe it was 2018, maybe it was somewhere in the beginning of 2019. During one of my lives, I've mentioned this before, I know I have. Life is never going to stop happening. For real. Like, it's not going to stop. There are always going to be natural disasters. There's going to be celebrations. There's going to be deaths. There's going to be divorces. There's going to be angry people. There is going to be politics. There are going to be... Life is that way. It has its joys. And this year has been a bitch. I'm going to put that word right out there. It has been like that for everybody, and I don't know of anybody who hasn't somehow, some way given in to the overwhelming stress of it. You know, at the end of the day, if we go into this knowing that this is what it is, what can we control? What can we not control? How do we cope? And put it into a perspective that we can deal with it. I dealt with it by eating off plan, and then I made my situation even worse. I made my mindset even worse. I made my depression even worse. I made myself feel like a failure. It's not the healthy way to deal with it. It's just not. Don't judge you for it. I don't at all. I'm just saying, give yourself that 3 weeks I'm talking about and get yourself just eating right, because then no matter what happens, you won't have this added on to it, because we're going to have those stresses. I would rather have, well, I know I'm going to have those stresses, but I don't want to have to put my carb addiction, my sugar addiction, my weight gain in there with the rest of that stuff. I got enough on this plate of mine. You know, how many of you feel that way? Like you've got, your plate is over full. It is running off the sides. You just can't take any more. So why do I want to add to it by eating off plan? It's just another way to look at things and say, hey, one day at a time, I'm going to give my best 3 weeks. At the end of that 3 weeks, or even prior to that, I'm already going to be ahead of the game, and I'm going to be able to at least remove this stress off of my plate and at least be healthy, and I'll deal with the other stress. We can't control politics. We can't control the weather. We can't control other people's emotions. We can't. We can only do what we can do for us, right? I hope that helps you, Rita. I mean, you know my heart goes out to you, girl. Linda says, dang it, see, another reason not to be clean, to clean the house. I miss your notifications. Linda. You're welcome. I will definitely check her out. Amen, Nancy. Great point. Love you for this. Thank you. Thank you. So if, I'll take the time, you guys. If there's anything in particular that you guys, might need help with or anything like that, let me know. I'm good. I'm coming up on an hour already, getting close. It's 45 minutes in. So what I'm going to do real quick, and I've been doing it this at the end of towards every live, is just I want to explain the new things on my YouTube channel that have been available for the last few weeks. One is there are now keto or memberships, YouTube memberships. So what are membership? Membership means that it's sort of like Patreon. If you find value in what I do and you think that I bring value to you and you would like to help me back in any way, you can do that through membership. Memberships range anywhere from $2.99 a month upwards of $49.99 a month. So there's tiers. And because you guys there are already people doing memberships or have said, hey, thanks, appreciate you, I'm going to support you in this area, I feel like I can give back. It's not like me selling a service. I've gotten comments, by the way, that think I'm a crackpot and I gotta be kidding. But no, I mean, there's the little perks of your little membership badge, and I can see who's members and who's here. Those membership badges change colors the longer you're a member of my channel. There's emojis, which I have to create myself, which was a learning experience, but it's just a little perk. So you get to have Keto for Real Life People emojis available to you. And then as you go up the tiers, there's better perks. There's going to be posts in my community feed that only members can see. There's public posts, but there's perk posts. And then as you go up, there's a master class. And that is going to be happening once a month. I think I have started, my first one will be September 11th and will always be on that second, I think it's Thursday of the month. I'm going to start, I've started doing master classes. And my first class is going to be about cauliflower. I've got to say this, you guys, because this cracks me up. So I put together the trailer just to put it out there and show that I'm going to be doing all kinds of wonderful things with cauliflower. And somebody who was very, very rude, I couldn't imagine people on the internet being rude, but hey, you know, they're like, you've got to be out of your rabbit ass deep mind, you know, because who doesn't know how to cook a cauliflower? And hey, you can go onto Pinterest and you can, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I will tell you this. I've been doing this for a few years now, and obviously y'all know I kind of know my way around the kitchen, and I do not know how many times people have tried to make cauliflower mash or some sort of pizza crust or some rice or something, and they're like, I don't like it. It tastes like cauliflower. It's watery. It's runny. It does, because you don't know about the cauliflower and all the many beautiful ways it can be cooked. But if you add the little tips and tricks on how to make it happen. Cauliflower is used so much on the keto diet. I mean, people who eat keto eat cauliflower in some way or another. It replaces so many things. So I thought it would be an excellent topic for the first Keto for Real Life People fan club masterclass to learn all about it and know how to be expert on making it. I'm going to tell you guys something. On Saturday, I was at my girlfriend's house. I helped her last weekend with some things. And I made dinner for them Saturday night, a 100% keto meal. It was great, all right? So her husband, not keto, doesn't like cauliflower, doesn't like this, doesn't like that, doesn't like anything like that. We did grilled chicken with cilantro and lime and seasonings out on the grill. Then I made a sour cream cheese green chili sauce to go across the top of the chicken. Then I made a cauli Spanish rice, and then we made a salad. It was excellent, right? Made the dressing, everything. Everything was 100% keto. Not only did he eat that, he ate it. He's like, this is good gravy. All right, it wasn't gravy, it was sauce. But he ate it, he ate that rice. He did not even know that it was cauli rice. The bigger compliment came from a 19-year-old. This young man tried keto, lost 50 pounds, hit a plateau. He's young, lone wolf, didn't even know that I did what I did. And he was blown away. He was blown away. He was like, I could not believe it. His mother, who works in a restaurant, cooks. Again, she's like, I would have never known this was a keto meal. So I think master classes are great, and I think that if you can learn my tips, my tricks all in one spot, and concentrate on one ingredient and learn really well about it, then you too shall be successful in the kitchen. So that's what it is. The highest perk that I have, and mind you, whatever tier you are, you get that tier and then whatever perks fall behind it. So you get it all. But, I do have a couple of new recipes. I'm dropping them, and I think I already did drop one at that $49.99 level. That recipe is just sitting over there on my community page, available. After it's been there a little while, I'll pull it down, and then I will finally release it to y'all, whoever else is out there. So that's what joining Keto for Real Life People membership does. It supports me financially which is an awesome thing because this is what I do for a living, and it gives you some extra perks. So that is my commercial. I didn't do too bad. I did that in about 10 minutes. No, 5, sorry. All right. Ooh, I see green, 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 green. Linda and Sharon are chit-chatting. Okay. Amen, Nancy. Great point. Love you for this. Anybody else lose Nancy? Nancy. No, Mrs. Sharon. Okay. I don't know what that was. Gremlins, I guess. Sounds great. I know a lot about cooking, but have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, you guys. So that's going to wrap it up this week. What is my plan of action? I think this is where I'm going with this, even if I'm done talking about menopause, I'm still working on my keto journey. So I kind of like this Thursday slot. I got a lot of great feedback, by the way. Everybody kind of really enjoys the Thursday afternoon chit chat. It's a great place to just let you know where I'm at week to week, how I'm doing on my keto journey, what am I eating, what am I doing, and hopefully whatever it is I'm doing, I can impart and help out somebody else who might need that help. So yeah, it's been really, really good. I keep seeing the glare in here. That's why I keep moving and wiggling so much, y'all. I was going to say one other thing really quick. I don't know what it was. Because, I have brain farts these days. Oh well. I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I know that there's something else I wanted to add to that. I was tumbling around 5 thoughts at once. So this is it, y'all. Next week I will be back. Oh, now I know. I knew if I gave myself just a minute. That was my menopause moment, y'all. I'm going to blame that on menopause. So I said I was getting great feedback. Another thing, Jesus, I love you guys. You have to love me, right? Or else you would not be putting up with this. So there's going to be a couple of things coming up. And one is going to be on Facebook, all right? And it is going to be a giveaway. I am trying to nail down a date. Hopefully I hear back from Simple Living Products. Remember them? I have their wonderful air fryer. I also have their indoor smokeless grill. They have contacted me. I guess they started a new cooking community, and they would love to do a giveaway, and they have asked moi to host it. And I think that's great. So I want y'all to be excited about that, because there's going to be an opportunity to win whichever appliance that is. They're going to do a giveaway. So I am super excited about that. If you are super excited, show me an emoji of some sort, please. Then also coming up right around the 11th as well, right around the time that other video is dropping, Keto Chow. Now I did take some polls. I took a poll on YouTube and I took a poll on Facebook, and this is going to be an event that I'm going to push onto YouTube. So Facebook is going to get a Simple Living giveaway, whatever product they decide they want to put out there. And Keto Chow has also asked me to host a giveaway, which I'm excited about. Some feedback here would be great. Aw, Rita, thank you for that super sticker. It's so cute. I love it. So not only do I get to do a giveaway with Keto Chow, and y'all know how much I love Keto Chow, right? They asked me, they put it like this: do you want a special offer? Would you like to do a giveaway? Would you like a special discount? Would you like to do a Keto Chow challenge? I was like, yes. Which one? No, yes, all of it. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to put a Keto Day challenge down, a Keto Chow challenge. I will, you know me, I'll share links, but they're also going to give me some sort of special offer. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm super excited about it. And then a giveaway. So I don't even know what the product is to be given away. I don't. But you know it's going to be Keto Chow. So I'm super excited about free Keto Chow. As a matter of fact, there's a few others too. I mean, I've got some new product in. This is just me updating y'all. I got 6 minutes left and my timer is going to go off. I've got new power creamer come in. They sent me a brand new fall flavor. I'll grab them really quick. Oh, my joints on that hard chair. So this company, I've never met them before, but over the last year, they have contacted me and said, hey, Nancy, you know, we have this power creamer. I don't know if you guys use it or not. And it came around Christmas, and the first one was this one. And it was the Power Creamer Peppermint Mocha, which tastes very chocolatey and pepperminty. And it's just basically some ghee, clarified butter, MCT oil, flavoring, and a little bit of sweetener, which is clean. And you put it in your coffee, and you froth it, and it's supposed to be delicious. I'm going to do a whole video on this. Look for it probably tomorrow. I've got to do it. I've got to record it. I don't want to do it live. Ghee, coconut oil, cocoa powder, non-GMO sunflower lecithin, and stevia. Okay, so that's how clean they are. Then the next one they sent me, which I just got this one in just a little while back, is their salted caramel. And again, same ingredients, different flavor. And then guess what came this week? Pumpkin spice. So are you guys excited about that? Yeah. Oh, Life Adventure and Keto. You've got to try the Keto Chow. You can order sample packets. You don't have to buy like their big bag. Their big bags are pricey, but you get 21 full meals in it. So 21 meals for 60 bucks, you can't beat it. It comes down to like $3 and something a piece. I can do that getting a tea at Starbucks, you know, no problem. But I'm going to tell you, they are delicious. I have not met one person who said they are not good. You get to choose the fat. You choose the liquid. Most people, I just use water. I don't even use almond milk, just some water and some fat and that one scoop of that Keto Chow, and I am in heaven. And the best part of it is, you can turn your meal into a dessert. That's the best part of it, y'all. You can take your favorite flavor and then mix it all up and then pour it into an ice cream churner and just make it into a soft serve and sit there and eat ice cream for dinner. Not to mention all the other recipes that can be made with it. So it's fantastic, y'all. Yeah, it would be good. Now, I don't have a giveaway for these guys. I do have links. I'm going to be doing this product review. Okay, so I'm kicking off this membership thing, but see, here's this kind of like, this is what I do with people. I give you the background story of my thoughts and my plans. So they just sent me this pro bono. I didn't pay it for it or anything. And I just have to give my honest opinion about it. And believe it or not, I have some positive opinions about this. And I also have a few negative opinions about this. And I plan on being perfectly honest. And I also plan on sharing my Amazon link for this in case anybody else wants to go this route. I know some people who do just love this stuff. I'm just not a bulletproof coffee kind of girl. And that's basically what this is butter and coconut oil with flavor that, you know, what do you do with keto coffee or bulletproof coffee? Tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of coconut oil, and then zzz, zzz, you froth it and you're done. So this is just like the already mixed for you with some kicked in flavor and sweetener. So I'm kind of like this on it. All right, got down to 2 minutes. So that's what's coming y'all's way. I'm going to do a video on this. I'm working on production on my master class. I'm going to come back next week. Not sure what the topic is going to be yet. I don't know what it's going to bring me, but I will definitely get a new graphic all designed up and posted, and I will schedule it for next Thursday. Same bat place, same bat time. And I was thinking about, I'm trying to figure out titles. Y'all know my long time dilemma that I have with logos, catchphrases, sort of like, you know, my thing, you know, like McDonald's is have it your way, you know, and I'm always saying low fat, low carb, get you some. Well, that's cool, all right, you know, but I also want something, when I'm doing my cooking segments, I want it to have its own title. And so I think I'm going to just call it Let's Cook Keto. How's that sound to y'all? Thoughts? Let's Cook Keto. everybody always tells me to do keto for life or keto, you know, and I'm like, I feel like it's been beat to death. Believe it or not, I'm keto for real life people, but there's all kinds of plays on those words. So I was just think, let's cook keto. And that's what I'll title those videos. And I will be doing some of them. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming today. If you found some value, make sure you please hit that like button before you go. I would really, really appreciate it. It helps me out. Share it if you feel like I brought value and this is something that a family member or somebody, oh, there we go, done with time. I would love it. I would love it if you shared it. And again, if you haven't subscribed, do that. Hit the notification so that you do. Turn on the sound. And then you'll be like, Keto for Real Life People just went live. So, thank you. I shall see you soon. I'm going to close this and lean forward and say to you guys, remember, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and get you some. And you guys have got this, okay? You have got this. You got it. That's all I'm going to say about that.